Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well and that you're enjoying your week. You guys know I love you. Thank you so much for being here on the channel. Thank you for all of your subscribes, your likes, your comments, for sharing a part of your journey with me. It means so much. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe if you're guided to, or if you enjoy the reading. We are a wonderful community of people who support each other. And even if you still feel a little bit weird about the term twin flame, there is no judgment here, and I kind of put a lot of emphasis on that because I know that all of us are doing the best that we can and experiencing this for what it is and just doing what we can day by day to get through it. Alright, so I send you guys tons of love and lots of support. Drop by the comments anytime you want to. I do chime in from time to time, answer questions as much as I can. If you would like a personal session with me, you can reach me on wizio.com. Guys, you can use the code HOLLOWS13 for the month of October if you want 13% off any of my services. As always, I would love to connect with you guys one-on-one. So let's get into this reading today. I tried to enjoy my weekend just by getting away and having a little bit of a mini vacation. And of course, the Divine Masculine collective energy just came rushing in, and there were so many unique song synchronicities that I received. Too many to go through here today, but I got the gist of it in terms of like the overall message that was being sent. So while on my little mini vacation getaway, I started shuffling the cards, and I thought, based on the cards that I was pulling up through the shuffling here, I didn't want to get into it because I wanted to share it with you guys. So here I am getting into it with you throughout this reading, okay? So I hope it resonates. These are all general readings. If you guys, again, want to get one-on-one sessions with me, just contact me personally. So the information I was getting from my team about the masculines is, you know, this electric energy here that's coming from the eel. And the thing about the eel is, guys, this is a Japanese eel, and they actually travel over 4,000 miles just to spawn or mate. Because they have such strong sexual urges, they will actually go to a specific location that they have to travel thousands of miles to just so that they can be with their counterpart or find their mate. So what I got from that was that there are many of your masculines who have made moves and they've come towards you, or they will be making moves to come towards you, whether this is living closer to you, surprising you by moving in the same city as you. All of these things are on their mind because they want to get close to the feminine, and I feel like they've got to make moves in the physical world right now. And there is so much sexual energy running through their veins. And this is coming from a place of just wanting to express their love to the feminines. And I feel like that's why the magic energy of the eel comes in. It's not because they just want to have sex. It is because they want to show you through sex how much they care for you and how much they love you. And many of the divine feminines are working through their fears about being with the masculines this deeply or this intimately. Because I sense that many of the feminines who hesitate on going all the way with the masculines is that, you know, the level of love and attachment that you do feel for them, it can be very, very scary once you start thinking about exchanging energy with them romantically or intimately, right? A lot of the feminines are like, oh no, no thank you. And so many of you would rather wait it out and be committed to your masculines. But I've had two cards come out here that wants to address the feminine's hesitancy to be close to the masculines, because I feel like what he's trying to say is that you guys were able to manifest a lifetime here on earth with each other. And you know that at the end of the day, coming together physically like this, with this love, spirituality, physical connection that you feel to each other, romantic connection, I mean, it's really the whole package is what I get. And so coming together physically and intimately is bound to happen, guys. Like, it's on its way, and the masculines want to make that clear to you. Like, right now, that is what he's manifesting. And I feel like the sun energy comes out as the masculines card because he's taking control of coming together with you. he's going to be making a very lavish offer. And what this basket tells me, what this cornucopia of a basket tells me, is that he is ready for harvest time. He is ready to reap his rewards of being patient and doing what he needed to do on this journey in terms of like his inner work. And when I say inner work, I mean it's really taking on this magician energy and mastering all areas of his life. And I feel like the red robe symbolizes the passion that he's felt for the divine feminine. Many of the feminines have pushed the masculines to really balance themselves in the material world, in the 3D world, the physical world. And it wasn't always this way. I mean, yeah, maybe he was making a lot of money. Maybe he was very successful, but there was no drive or passion behind it. And when he met the feminine, it was like, okay, now I have a reason to earn that money. Now I have a reason to want to continue on this path of making myself a master, right? A magician. And he's wanting to do that because you can see there that he understands that his connection with his feminine is what is guiding this force behind him right now to just make things happen in his world. Before, he would make a lot of money and then maybe just like squander it away, or just get bored with what money could buy, like maybe drugs, alcohol, impressing women with material things, but then those women wouldn't appreciate it. They would just want more and more and more. Whereas his feminine's energy is very much like, if you have money, like you should do something like helpful for the world, or you should do something to help, benefit society in a way that is more productive. Like, you know what I mean? Like the feminine will come at him in ways that your mission is to really help humanity thrive and grow, whereas his connection with other women in the past, it's like the obsession with like material things. Your divine masculines in the sun energy and in the magician energy and now the emperor energy is starting to see that he's really had to work very, very hard and just squander away when it comes to other connections. And when it comes to the feminine, it's like the gifts and talents that he's been given to earn and be very abundant financially in this world is to help humanity. And I feel like the divine feminine is constantly reminding him of this, because many of your masculines, like, to keep up in the world, they might have been superficial before in terms of what they were using their finances for. And now that you've entered their space, it's like you're giving them so much purpose, making them feel proud of the fact that they have so many gifts. And many of them are giving up a lot of like unhealthy habits is what I get with this emperor energy coming in. So maybe they're working harder and they've taken up a second job rather than working one job, and then on the weekends they would go and like drink or go to the bar or just party or just do things that were mindless. Now they're being so much more mindful. Many of them are actually spending time meditating and just taking like a lot of space for themselves away from like family and friends. Anyone who doesn't understand the connection with their feminine, they're taking time away, but what's keeping them feeling fulfilled and busy and active is their natural ability to just thrive in the physical and material world, and realizing that their feminine could care less about their jewels and their fruits they have to offer. Her question is more about, how can we use these gifts and talents to help uplift the world? And he's just so, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? He's just baffled by it. He is stumped. He's feeling really lucky to have you is what I'm getting, feminines. I have the wolf energy here coming up because, he misses you. And I know it's very cliche where we think about the wolf howling at a moon because we know that they don't necessarily howl at the moon. But it's just kind of this energy of just wanting to be a part of the feminine's world, be of service, work as a community, because wolves love surviving in packs. He may even be thinking about having a family with you and feeling very protective of your energy at this time, just wanting you to be his to love and hold and protect and keep safe. And he's never had this feeling before. It was mainly just about very like in and out superficial connections, no strings attached. He's had women who have been in his life with an understanding of knowing that there is nothing more than just the physical, connection with them. But with his feminine, it's like, holy crap, like she's got a hold of my heart in a way that makes me want to stop everything I'm doing and just succumb to anything that she wants. And it's really like sexual in this way where the eel energy is coming out, because it's not like he wants to do anything you want to do in this like submissive way. It's, I want to do what you want to do because I know that you want to do things the right way, the ethical way, the way that moves with integrity and honesty. And I feel like what the divine feminine has to offer, it just feels so warm and peaceful to him. I think in past readings I've mentioned it too, where he just wants to come home through that front door after a long day of work and smell your cooking, smell your hair, see you in like track pants and a tank top. Like the divine masculines are starting to see that, in this emperor energy, like the jewels aren't what matters. Coming home and seeing you in your most vulnerable state, taking care of him, wanting to take care of him, nurture him, like that is richness to him, right? So with the Four of Chalices coming up, both of you are being forced out of routine, communicating with each other without having to worry about who's listening, who's paying attention. I get that many of the divine feminines or masculines may be in karmic connections or soulmate connections, and you're being pushed or forced to be honest about it with whoever is in your life in order to bring the connection together. And it's going to take, really cutting ties with a lot of like routine and structure and boundaries. Luck is on your side, so don't be afraid to do it. But I feel like it's just time. Like if you guys want to really grow this connection, and I feel like her belly almost looks pregnant in this photo here. But if you can see they're talking and she's almost like, hang on a second, like wait, before you continue that thought. It's like he doesn't want that. You fill his cup. She doesn't want that either. It's like you both want to be committed to each other in a way that doesn't involve you answering to anybody else. I feel like the divine masculines have been really frustrated for a long time because he wants to be with the feminine in his own way where it's just you and him. I think the last reading kind of mentioned that too, where it was titled Just Us. Like I want to spend time where it's just us. And it's not that he doesn't adore your kids, divine feminine. It's just that he wants to have some time and space with you alone to really and truly express the way he feels and get into a place where you can trust him again. Like I get this image of him just wanting time alone with you and holding your face, looking into your eyes, and like having you believe in this connection again is what I get. Many of you are in separation right now from your masculines, and like this energy that I'm feeling is that he's kind of worried about that right now. It's not that he doesn't want to come forward. It's that he's dying to come forward, but he's so scared of the fact that he's going to have to explain the shit out of, why it is he had to do what he had to do. But divine masculines, believe me, like when you start expressing yourself, that's when the divine feminine will communicate and reciprocate everything that you're going through. Because what I get is when the divine masculine ghosts and he doesn't necessarily explain where he's coming from, or he has a hard time communicating with his feelings, the divine feminine is in a place now where she's not necessarily chasing after him to try to like solve everything or teach him these lessons. It's more of like he'll ghost her and she's in that Ghostbuster energy, like I ain't afraid of no ghost. So he's like ghosting her and she's like, I ain't afraid, like go off and take your silence and do what you need to do, because when it comes to this connection, you'll find out. Just like I had to find out, buddy. You'll find out, bruh. So kudos to the divine feminines, because being in that energy is what pushes him more to understand the connection from his own perspective, rather than feeling tempted to give all of the information that you work so hard to gain on your own time and on your own pace, right? Or at your own pace, sorry. So yeah. So with all of that hard work you've done, he's pushing himself, he's growing within the connection. I feel like the 8, and when I saw this 8, it reminded me of the 8 in the eel over there. So many of you might be seeing like the Ouroboros or the infinity sign. In fact, I think I took a photo earlier too, because I was staring at the eel card and then I was looking at the cards and looking at the 8. And I was listening to the song Don't Want to Lose You Now by Lucas Fogale. And he's sung that like remake, I don't want to want you now or ever. So he did a remake of that song. I'll post the YouTube link to the video for the lyrics for you guys to listen to. But while I was listening to that song, I saw this symbol, then I saw the 8 on the card, and I'll get my phone to show you guys because I snapped a photo. But I was on Spotify, and I'm like, there's that symbol again. I'm like, what the heck? So I'll show it to you guys. Hang on. Yeah, there it is. There, I snapped a photo of it. What was it saying? Here, there, that's better. You guys can see now. Maybe you can read it. Something in there might resonate with you guys. Oh, you can see my Spotify playlist is nothing but kids songs for my son. But yeah, I noticed that again. And so what I kind of get from that is that, you know, both of you are going through this energy of realizing that the connection always comes back to the other. There is no escaping it. There's only growth. And until you sit down and face your shadow side or realize a lot of the lessons that are screaming at you, it's going to continue to go in that number 8 cycle kind of right back to each other kind of thing, you know. And what he's trying to say is that, you know, as much as you want to nurture me, I want to nurture you right back with feeding her the leaf there, right? I mean, she definitely wants to nurture him with all of the fruit there and the 2 birds. It's just such a reminder of the twin flame energy, like the 2 apples or peaches or whatever, and then the 2 beautiful birds. You know, I feel like you both are what fills each other's cup. You both are what makes each other climb and grow. That twin flame energy there with the torch and a lot of the greenery that surrounds them in this romantic energy of just fulfilling each other. That's where you both want to be. And the cycles are a good reminder of that too. With the eel energy there, I feel like nothing fuels his sexuality more than his connection with the divine feminine. And that's scary because they've gone through their entire lives with just being able to do whatever they want to do, control things in the way that they've wanted to control things. And now that the divine feminine is such a major part of everything that they go through on a daily basis, they can't help but return to this energy, this place of just wanting to go back to her. And I feel like the World card comes up because I feel like these 2 cards are very similar here. And I think that the beautiful thing about these 2 cards is when I was going through this deck for the first time when I bought it, I was trying to capture my own messages based on what I saw. And both of these cards are asking the divine feminine to surrender to intimacy. Okay, so if you guys will notice, I wrote down here in pen, need intimacy to bond. So what the masculines are saying is that I need to make love to you, to bond with you and show you how I feel. Because what I get is through the things that he wants to do to you, divine feminines, you guys are going to be like, okay, yo, he gotta love me if he just did that. I'm sorry that came out like that, guys, but it's true. Like, on the real, yo, like, he wants to kiss you from head to toe. Maybe even like kiss your feet or like do weird things like that you're like, holy shit, like no one has ever done this in any intimate relationship I've ever been in. But that's how the divine masculine rolls. Like, he wants to show you how he feels for you by giving you the world when it comes to intimacy. And I feel like the power of the ram there and the power of the boar, it's like such wild, sexual, passionate energy. And, you know, it's really going to set you on fire, like make you fly, make you swim, make you just keep going and going and going and going. He really wants you to surrender to this is what I get. And I wrote again, surrender to sex and intimacy in this card as well here, because, you know, that's just what's being asked of the divine feminine. He really wants to take care of you and nurture you as well, just as much as you want to nurture him through sex, especially in the way that you know he needs it. You know, he wants to do the same for you. Okay? So what I'm going to do is wrap the reading up with the High Priestess card, because if many of you have gotten those messages, especially about the intimacy and the sex and whether or not it's okay to take that step, the High Priestess reminds us of being in that divine feminine energy of knowing what's written in destiny, knowing what's written in the book. You know, having the keys, all of the keys to the divine knowledge about this connection with your masculine, and then making the right moves in order to push your connection forward. So for many of you, that may be drawing boundaries, that may be, putting a lock on your heart at this time, putting a lock on your physical interactions with them. And then for others, it might just be the energy of the World card and the Eight of Wands, which is giving into this divine passion that you both share. Okay, so the High Priestess comes as a reminder to, right now, just tune into your connection with Source, your higher self, your angelic team, your ancestors. Do a lot of prayer and meditation. Spend a lot of quiet time being with yourself, because your divine masculines are coming in hot and heavy, and the more this electric energy hits them with the magic of the eel, they are not going to stop traveling towards you until they're able to mate with you. They're able to spawn. They're able to do the deed. They want to connect with you and be one with you, and for them, it is literally entering your heavenly space to do that. All right. I hope this reading finds you guys well tonight. Again, if you want to contact me on wizio.com, hit me up for a one-on-one session. I would love to speak with you guys. Enjoy your twin flame journeys. Put your middle fingers up to anybody who doubts you, tries to create fear, tries to label you. Be authentic. Stay true to who you guys are. And I will catch you in the next video, okay? I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Subscribe if you want to join this amazing community. And yeah, we'll catch you again. All right. I love you guys. Good night.